Hey everyone, this is Elizabeth Rocha with Fuego Fit Nation. I wanted to take the time this day to go over a few tips on how to do some meal planning with the portion control system, and that is using these little awesome containers that you received with your 21-day fix program, quarter fours, T25, pile, all of those programs that come with the portion control system. And so I want to take the time to go over some of the basic steps of meal planning with this system, and to also make sure that you take a look at the resources that are provided for you as a challenger, as a coach in my Fuego Fit Nation accountability groups. Now, this is something that I provide help with to everyone who joins me, because I truly do believe that 80% of your results is nutrition. Now, it doesn't mean that you can't go and eat what you want and figure out what foods you want to eat, but I want to take it just a little bit further and share this information with you, because the hard part is people actually making the time to meal plan, even when I provide an actual meal plan. So I say, look, I'm going to give you a meal plan for your program. This is the meal plan that you need to follow. Now, you can take what you have here and follow it Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and follow breakfast, lunch, dinner, and the 2 snacks that are in there, including Shakeology. That way, you know exactly what to eat, what time to eat it, because you're going to write down the times that you will be able to eat your food. And also to ensure that you stay on track with your portions, which is the most important part about this challenge. When we first, spoke about your goals and your struggles with nutrition, it all boiled down to not having enough time to cook, or not sitting down and meal planning, or even just being too busy. And as a mom of 4, a busy working mom of 4 at that, I know what that means. I know exactly what, you're going through and your struggles and your challenges. But that's why I am here as your coach, to teach you how to make this work, even as a busy person, working mom, working full-time, out of the house, in the house, whatever your situation is, that part of your life is probably not going to change from now until like the end of the year or in 2 years. So what we can do is take control over the meal planning, over how we prepare for this journey. And I share so much about that because I truly do believe that it's the work we have to do before we start that's really going to either get us set on the right path, or we're going to continue the same behaviors, which is what we want to change. And that is a big purpose of this video here, is to remind you that we have to make some changes with planning and actually making time to go shopping, making time to actually take the shopping list and the meal plan and apply it. It's one thing if I provide it for you and just you look over it, but not making the time on your off day, I would say, or maybe 1 hour or 2 hours, then that's really going to prepare you and your family, if you have kids at home still, that to stay on track with your nutrition. So you've decided to join this challenge with either the 21-day fix program, quarter fours, T25, 22-minute hardcore, body beast, whichever program, fitness program you're doing, and if you're following the portion system, then this conversation here is for you. So the first step in meal planning is you want to make sure that you have, your shopping list, your grocery list, that you also have your eating plan book. When I emailed you your welcome email as a challenger, I provided in the email the calorie level that you're under. Now, the calorie level we calculate using your current weight. Okay, and there is a formula that we use in order to calculate your calorie target. And this calorie target helps you determine how many portions you will be eating throughout the entire day. It's funny because people see these containers and they're like, oh my God, that's all I get to eat. No, you get to eat several of these portions throughout the entire day, depending on your current weight. So again, every exercise program has its own formula that you follow. So when I sent you the email, I provided you the calorie plan that goes with your exercise program because the nutrition is aligned with the workouts. So we don't want you doing a workout but following a separate nutrition plan, because what we know gets you results is by following the program, following the nutrition, drinking your Shakeology, and just repeating those behaviors and habits every single day. And over time, you will see change. So this is why it's important to take time to meal plan. Remember, there's two parts to getting yourself set up with food. It's the meal planning, which comes before the meal prep. The meal prep is when you're actually in the kitchen, you already went shopping, which, you have your food in your home. So the meal planning definitely has to come before you actually start prepping your food in the kitchen. And I point that way because that's where my kitchen's at. So again, the first step is to calculate your calorie plan. A, B, C, or D. A is the lowest calorie plan, and in your book, it's going to give you a bracket. So again, when I sent you the email, I provided in the email your calorie plan. So you have to make sure that you go back to that email and confirm and make sure that that is the plan that you should be under. I use the weight that we discussed in our phone calls. So if that changes before your day one, and if it makes a drastic change in your plan, then we have to make sure and go over that. So do not start this plan if you weren't sure about your weight and you gave me a different weight. That is we don't want you to do this program and not get results. So very important that we have the correct weight for your day one. And after we figure out, your calorie plan, how many portions you'll be having. So everyone is different depending on your weight. I mean, there'll be some of you in plan A, some in D, some in, in B. And also if you're over the 2100 calorie plan, then we round down. So you would always be doing, if you're doing the 21-day fixed program, you'll do the plan D here. So again, every program has its specific formula, but we all use the same portion containers, okay? And then the second step is to take a look at the food list. Now, here's the thing. When I email you, I provide you a meal plan. So every single meal already has its, its food, its carbs, proteins, and vegetables. What you can do is, if you got to look at the meal plan first, you take a look at week one meal plan and you take a look at it, and you're probably thinking, oh, you know what? I don't like spinach. Spinach is considered a green. So what you're going to do is you will go back to your book and you will look at the portions, the food list that has the green container. So if you're not a fan of spinach, guess what you can do? You can remove the spinach from the meal plan and pick a food that you prefer and add it to your shopping list so that when you go shopping, you have that ready to go for your meal prep, okay? And you do that for every single food item that you see here. Again, ground turkey, veggie burger. If you're not a fan of veggie burger, which is a red container, then you're going to take your book and go to the red food list. And I love this because the red food list is here. Then you have your yellow food list and you have your blue food list. Now, a little tip here. You want to make sure that you read every single page in your eating plan, and the foods that are at the top of the food list are the healthiest. They contain the highest nutritional value. So here we have sardines. Sardines has way more nutritional value than turkey bacon. And turkey bacon is at the bottom. But as you can see, it's still in the food list. But if you want to eat cleaner foods, this is when you hear clean eating. Clean eating means it has more nutritional value, less fat, and it's going to help you achieve results faster. Okay, so remember that. So when you're picking out foods, if you don't like what's on the meal plan, remember to choose the foods that are highest on the food list. These foods in here are the cleanest. We always make a meal plan that contains cleaner foods so that you can achieve results for the duration of your program, whether it's 21 days, 30 days, 60 days, 90 days. And the only time that you change your calorie target, however many portions you eat, is after you complete your program. So if you're doing 21-day fix, after 21 days, we calculate your calorie plan again, because if you lost 10 pounds, then you may have moved down a plan. Now, if you're doing a 60-day program, we wait until 60 days and then change if you lost weight. And maybe sometimes you're still the same because your body's still, you know, it's doing its thing, right? So once you review the food list and you review the meal plan, and you're going to start creating your shopping list. You'll create your shopping list. You want to spread your containers across the day. Now, if you do not want to follow the meal plan for week 1 or week 2 or week 3, I do provide a blank meal planner where you can fill in your foods for breakfast, snack, lunch, snack, and dinner, and you write it in. And again, you want to spread out your containers, your portions throughout the entire day. My tip is 5 meals, small meals, breakfast, lunch, dinner, and 2 snacks. And you can make any combinations that you want. This is where you need to make the time to plan. You plan this out so that then you can go shopping, and then you can come home and start preparing your foods either for the day or the next 2 days or 3 days. And remember, you can add crock pot meals maybe once or twice a day. And this is where I'm going to move over to a calendar. So again, the last thing is you make a shopping list and you go shopping. If you take the time to meal plan, that is going to save you time, and it's going to cut back on the stress that you are feeling from not having the right foods in your home. And also it will prevent you from going out and buying junk food or tempted with any foods. And it's going to save you money. And plus, drinking Shakeology for one of the meals, that's also going to keep you on track, save you time, and save you money, because you won't need to worry about meal prepping for one meal, because you're going to have your Shakeology, which you can also add some of the other, ingredients into your Shakeology. Now, I have here a calendar, okay? And I provided, this is, a calendar of the month. And what I recommend when you're meal planning is to take a look at your personal calendar, at your work calendar, at your kids' calendar, and ask yourself, when during the week do I have the most time? Again, we're all crunched and pressed for time. But when during the week am I going to have time to meal prep? Is it on a Sunday, Monday? Is it on a Wednesday? For me, it's on Sundays and Wednesdays or Thursdays. I meal prep twice a week. So I meal plan, what meals do I want to prepare for the week? Sometimes I follow specific meal plans because it just makes it easier. Why try to get all creative when we're just starting this journey? And I've already provided you the list, and all you have to do is just add whatever foods you don't have in your home, get rid of what you don't need, and go shopping. So that then you can do the next part, which is meal prep. And I also have a video to show you what containers and what utensils I use to meal prep. Okay, so this video here is to show you about meal planning, the importance of meal planning and the steps to take to make this process a lot easier. And the more you practice the meal planning, I promise you it's going to get easier. But you have to do it, because if you don't do the meal planning, you're not going to know, okay, what do I need to buy? You want to stick to your list so you save money and you don't bring home any temptations, because trust me, it's so hard to stay away from the foods that we're tempted with, especially when you're beginning a new journey. When I first started, I kept it simple. I didn't try to get, all fancy with my meals or my dinners or my snacks. I kept it simple. And as long as I was eating all my portions, that helped me lose the weight, and it helped me feel better, healthier. It got rid of my migraines, you know, cut back on medications. And this is why we want to include, you know, the meal plans that are provided for you, because they provide cleaner foods for you to achieve your goals. Okay, so you want to make sure that you print out a blank monthly calendar so that you can take a look at, are you traveling? When are your kids' activities? You know, are you going to be out of the house? Are you going to go out to a dinner? Do you have a wedding, an event, a party? That way you can meal plan according to your schedule, not mine, not your neighbors, not your sisters, not your brothers, but your schedule that goes on around in your home. And I'm going to tell you, if you make the time to use these resources, you are going to achieve results. You're going to be able to create a lifestyle out of this, because it's going to be something that just comes naturally. You can get your kids to help you with the meal prepping. You can get them helping you create a shopping list. And remember, you don't have to guess how to do any of this, because we provide you the food list. I provide you a meal plan, which you can follow, okay? But some people like to get creative and fancy, and so, which I don't recommend at the beginning, because it's just more work for you. But if that's the type of person you are, I respect that. And as your coach, I will help you through that. So we're gonna work together. But again, this video is to show you how to meal plan, take the first steps to help you see success with the portion system and with your journey as you begin something new in your family and in your home. And the best part is that we're going to do this together. So again, if you have any questions, please do not hesitate to ask. Use the resources, go into the file section, take a look at different ideas to help you achieve success, and love this process, right? Because the more that you fall in love with doing this, the less, you know, stressful it will be for you. And that's what we want to create here. Healthy, fulfilling lives. All right. So thank you so much for watching. Hope you guys all have an amazing day.